Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. So, in our yesterday class, we have completed the making of nationalism in Europe, and today we are going to start the next topic, that is the aristocracy and the new middle class. So, socially and politically, a landed aristocracy was the dominant class in the continent. So, firstly, what is the meaning of aristocracy? The higher class of the society, okay, who enjoys the special privilege. So, socially and politically, a landed aristocracy was the dominant class. Dominant means more powerful class of in the continent. They owned estates and property both in countryside and town houses. That these aristocracy class owned property and estates and houses, etc., both in rural and urban areas. In western and central parts of Europe, there was an emergence of commercial classes. Who were the commercial classes? Those who are engaged in the business, in merchandise and small business, etc. Classes whose existence was based on production for the market. So commercial classes basically attached to the production of the markets, the goods that are produced in the market. Due to industrialization, a new social group, a working class population and middle classes made up of industrialists, businessmen, professionals came into being. So they were working class or the population. They were businessmen, industrialists, professionals, etc. It was among the educated, liberal middle classes an idea of national unity gained popularity. So these were the classes among which, because these were the educated and liberal middle class. Liberal means they have the right to choice of their own, to choose, they have the freedom to choose anything of their own, whether it is their career or whether it is their property or anything. So they have the liberal middle class and they have the idea of national unity which gain popularity. So whatever in this paragraph, they were in the point form in this next paragraph. The three features of the class of landed aristocracy of Europe, and this is important also, okay. So the three features of the class: during the mid 18th century, a landed aristocracy was a dominant class in Europe, both politically and socially. The members of the landed aristocracy was united by the common way of life that cut across regional divisions. Okay, a large area or large region divided into different small groups or areas. Second, they owned huge properties, big states, both in rural and urban areas, as you have read this point over here. Okay, and next is their family were tied together by matrimonial relations and they wielded much power in their respective countries. So they were their families were tied together by matrimonial relations. They were getting married with each other in their families. Okay, so they were tied together by matrimonial relations and they were wielded much power in their respective countries. Now new middle class, and who were the members of the new middle class? First, industrialization begins in England in the second half of the 18th century, but in France, the part of the German states, it occurred during only the 19th century. If its wake, new social groups came into being, a working class population or new middle class. So new middle class is also known as working class populations because they were engaged in business, professionals and industrialist area or the merchandise areas. Second point, middle classes make up of industrialists, businessmen, professionals. In Central and Eastern Europe, these groups were smaller in numbers till late 19th century. And the third point is, it was made the educated liberal middle class that ideas of national unity following the abolition of aristocratic privileges. Aristocratic privilege means the privilege or the rights or special powers which anyone got from their childhood or from their birth. So they denied it and gained popularity. So this is the rise of new middle class. So whatever you have read in this paragraph, there were point-wise discussion in these two paragraphs. Okay, and last is liberal nationalism. For the new middle class, liberalism stood freedom for the individual and equality for all before the law. Ideas of national unity in early 19th century Europe were closely allied to the ideology of liberalism. In France, the right to vote and to get elected was granted exclusively to property owning person. So the right to vote and to get elected was guaranteed only when you have the property, a large property. Men without properties and women were also without properties were excluded from this right. So if you don't have property, you don't have to right to vote or to get elected. Okay. So our next topic is ideas of liberal nationalist in the economic sphere. We will start this topic in our tomorrow class.